Propaganda. The word itself might conjure up images of wartime posters and political speeches. These are the classic examples that most people think of when they hear the term. During times of conflict, propaganda has been used to rally citizens, boost morale, and demonize the enemy. It's a powerful tool in the arsenal of any government or organization looking to sway public opinion. But propaganda isn't confined to the past or to the battlefield. It's about persuasion, plain and simple. In our modern world, it has evolved and taken on new forms. Today we see it in advertisements, social media campaigns, and even in the way news is presented. The techniques may have changed, but the goal remains the same: to influence how we think and act. Propaganda aims to shape opinions and influence behavior. Think about it. Every time you see a commercial that makes you want to buy a product, or a social media post that sways your opinion on a political issue, you're experiencing propaganda. It's all around us, subtly guiding our choices and beliefs. Governments have used it for centuries to rally support. From ancient empires to modern states, leaders have always understood the power of propaganda. It can unify a nation, inspire patriotism, and even justify controversial policies. During World War II, for example, propaganda was used extensively by all sides to maintain public support for the war effort. But here's the thing, businesses use it too. In fact, the corporate world has mastered the art of propaganda. Through clever marketing and advertising, companies create a narrative around their products that makes us want to buy them. They tap into our desires, fears, and aspirations, making us believe that their product is the solution to our problems. Every day, we're bombarded with messages designed to make us buy, consume, and believe. From the moment we wake up and check our phones, to the billboards we pass on our way to work, to the commercials we see on TV, we are constantly being targeted by propaganda. It's a relentless barrage that shapes our consumer habits and our worldview. Propaganda isn't inherently good or bad, it's a tool. Like any tool, its value depends on how it's used. A hammer can build a house or break a window. Similarly, propaganda can be used to promote positive social change or to spread harmful misinformation. It's all about the intent behind the message and the way it's delivered. Like any tool, it can be used for different purposes. It can educate, inform, and inspire. For example, public health campaigns use propaganda to encourage healthy behaviors, like quitting smoking or getting vaccinated. On the other hand, it can also be used to deceive and manipulate, as seen in some political campaigns and corporate advertising. Understanding how it works is crucial in today's world. Why? Because we live in an age of information overload. With so many messages competing for our attention, it's easy to get overwhelmed and confused. By learning to recognize propaganda techniques, we can better navigate this complex landscape and make more informed decisions. Because it helps us become more aware consumers, less susceptible to manipulation. When we understand how propaganda works, we can critically evaluate the messages we encounter and resist being swayed by them. This awareness empowers us to take control of our own beliefs and actions, rather than being passive recipients of someone else's agenda. Humans are emotional creatures. We make decisions based on feelings as much as logic. Propaganda often targets our emotions to bypass rational thought. Think about those heart-wrenching commercials with sad puppies. They're designed to make you feel sympathy, prompting you to donate. Or consider those ads for luxury cars that equate the vehicle with success and status. They're tapping into our desire for achievement and recognition. By triggering these feelings, propagandists can influence our choices without us even realizing it. Branding is pure propaganda, but in a good way, mostly. It's about creating a distinct identity for a product or company. Think about Apple. They've successfully cultivated an image of sleek design, innovation, and user-friendliness. This carefully crafted image isn't accidental. It's the result of strategic marketing and advertising. People don't just buy Apple products, they buy into the Apple brand and what it represents. Branding creates an emotional connection with consumers, fostering loyalty and trust. Section 4. The power of the echo. Repetition in messaging. Ever notice how the same commercials seem to air endlessly? That's not an accident. It's repetition at work. Advertisers know that the more we see or hear something, the more it sticks with us. This is a deliberate strategy designed to embed the message deep into our subconscious. The more we're exposed to a message, the more it becomes a part of our daily thought process. This isn't just limited to commercials. It extends to all forms of media and communication. Think about jingles. These catchy tunes are crafted to be memorable. They get stuck in our heads, making the product unforgettable. It's not just about the melody, it's about the repetition of the melody. The more we hear it, the more it becomes ingrained in our memory. They get stuck in our heads, making the product unforgettable. This phenomenon isn't just limited to music, it applies to slogans, logos, and even brand colors. The more we see or hear them, the more familiar they become. Political campaigns use this tactic constantly. They understand the power of repetition. By repeating slogans and sound bites, they ensure that their message is heard loud and clear, repeating slogans and sound bites until they become ingrained in our minds. This repetition isn't just about making us remember, it's about making us believe. The more we hear something, the more credible it seems. The repetition creates a sense of familiarity. Familiarity breeds trust. When we see or hear something repeatedly, it starts to feel more trustworthy. This is why brands and politicians alike rely so heavily on repetition, making the message seem more credible over time. This gradual transformation from unfamiliar to credible is the true power of repetition. It's a subtle yet powerful tool that shapes our perceptions and beliefs. So next time you find yourself humming a jingle or recalling a political slogan, remember, it's not by chance. It's the power of repetition at work. Section 5. Trust the expert authority influence. In our daily lives, we are constantly bombarded with information from various sources. It can be overwhelming to sift through all the noise and determine what is credible and what is not. This is where the concept of authority influence comes into play. We're more likely to believe something if an expert says it's true. This phenomenon is deeply rooted in our psychology. From a young age, we are taught to respect and listen to those who have more knowledge or experience than we do. This respect for authority figures extends into adulthood and influences our decision-making processes. That's why celebrity endorsements are so powerful. Celebrities are often seen as experts in their fields, whether it's acting, sports, or music. Their opinions and choices carry significant weight because we admire their success and aspire to be like them. When a celebrity endorses a product, it creates a sense of trust and reliability around that product. Seeing our favorite athlete use a certain brand of sportswear instantly makes it more desirable. We think, if it's good enough for them, it must be good enough for me. This is a classic example of authority influence at work. The athlete's endorsement serves as a powerful signal that the product is of high quality and worth our attention. We trust their judgment and associate their success with the product. This association is not just limited to sportswear. It extends to various other products like energy drinks, fitness equipment, and even lifestyle choices. The underlying message is clear. Using the same products as successful people can help us achieve similar success. This principle extends beyond celebrities. In fact, it is even more potent when it comes to professionals like doctors and scientists. These individuals have spent years studying and gaining expertise in their respective fields. Their endorsements are seen as highly credible and trustworthy. Doctors, scientists, and industry leaders all hold a certain authority in their respective fields. When they endorse a product or a concept, it carries a lot of weight. For instance, a doctor recommending a particular medication or a scientist advocating for a specific environmental practice can significantly influence public opinion and behavior. Their endorsements carry weight and can influence our opinions on a wide range of issues. Whether it's health, technology, or social matters, the backing of an authority figure can make a substantial difference. This is why companies and organizations often seek endorsements from experts to lend credibility to their products or causes. In conclusion, authority influence is a powerful tool that shapes our beliefs and decisions. By understanding how it works, we can become more discerning consumers and make more informed choices. Section 6. The allure of mystery, ambiguity in advertising. Sometimes less is more. Ambiguity can be a powerful tool in propaganda. Think about those perfume ads with vague, suggestive imagery. They don't explicitly tell you what to think. Instead, they create a sense of intrigue and mystery, allowing viewers to fill in the blanks with their own interpretations. This approach can be highly effective, as it engages the audience's imagination and makes the message more memorable. In conclusion, the use of propaganda tactics in business can be a powerful tool to unlock success. By understanding and leveraging emotional connections, branding, repetition, authority influence, and ambiguity, businesses can create compelling messages that resonate with their audience. However, there's a crucial element that must not be overlooked: ethics. Navigating the fine line between persuasion and manipulation is essential. Ethical marketing builds trust and fosters long-term relationships with customers. Using these tactics responsibly ensures that your brand maintains credibility and respect. Remember, the key is to use these tactics ethically and responsibly to build trust and credibility with your customers. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on business strategies and tactics. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Thank you for your support.